Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone listening in to today's special broadcast of VORW Radio International, the voice of the report of the week. We are going out to you this Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2020, on the frequency of 6070 kilohertz in the 49-meter band. We're being broadcast to a transmitter near Vienna, Austria, with the high power of 300,000 watts, that's 300 kilowatts, getting a hopefully very clear signal to all of our listeners across Europe, and probably listeners in the Middle East, parts of Asia, Africa, and beyond. No matter where you're listening in, how you're listening in, I wish you good reception conditions, and I hope you enjoy this broadcast. This is a special show, a special airing of VORW Radio International. I do this show a few times a week, but never with this type of high power. This one is just really being done for fun. I'll be here with you for the next hour, and we're going to have some light discussion. We're also going to play some music, and hopefully it'll just be a fun broadcast for everyone out there tuned in. If you are listening in, by the way, reception reports, reception feedback is welcome. I'm always interested in seeing, especially with these special high-power broadcasts, how the signal is getting out. So reception reports and feedback are welcome to VORWINFO@gmail.com. Once again, that's VORWINFO@gmail.com. Let me know how reception is, and I will repeat that address later on in the broadcast. So we'll talk about a few things in the show. We'll get to some listener emails. We'll try to play some listener music requests as well. First and foremost, though, I'll pick out the first song, and then we'll talk about a couple things. So let's start the broadcast off with some Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter. That's the first song of this special broadcast. If you are listening in, by the way, reception reports are welcome, and music requests are appreciated, too. Certainly we'll try to get to some listener-requested music later on in the broadcast. So if there is a song you want to hear, just send in the title, the artist, what you'd like to hear, to VORWINFO@gmail.com. Reception reports are also appreciated to VORWINFO@gmail.com. I do want to already give a few shout-outs from some listeners that are writing in. We have Stephen in El Paso, Texas, says first-time listener, and says enjoying the show already. We also have an email coming in from Kyle in Orlando, Florida. Says thank you for doing the broadcast. We've also got Matt in Alabama tuned in. A few more emails as well. We have Jordan tuned in, says, I love your videos on Catching the Radio show. I had a fantastic so far. We've also got Vilad in Denmark, says, listening into the show, happy to catch the broadcast. Will in Dallas, Texas, also letting me know he's listening in. And we have Janelyn tuned in as well, says, loving the show so far. It's my first time catching it and tuning in. So thank you to everyone who is emailing in already. And if you do want to correspond with the broadcast, you can always reach me at VORWINFO@gmail.com. So one thing that I wanted to talk about, because it is, at least for me, a big deal. I know that for a number of you listening, you may only be tuning in exclusive to radio. I also know, though, that a number of you also follow these programs online. But for those of you who aren't familiar, I do these radio broadcasts every single week, again, with lower power, and this is a special broadcast at a very high power. But regularly I do these broadcasts on every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday on the shortwave to Europe, North America, and South America. and I also go out on a number of AM radio stations across the United States. But in addition to these radio broadcasts, I also produce videos on YouTube for an exclusively online audience. And this YouTube channel of mine, it goes by the name of The Report of the Week, has been around for close to a decade at this point. I started it in early 2011. I do review videos of various food items, and I'm not necessarily any sort of master chef or any sort of culinary expert or anything. It's really just a little bit of a show that I'll try out some items and I'll have fun with it. That's the whole point of it, really, to give my opinion on an item or a product and have fun with it in a little bit of a video. And I started it out years ago, back in 2011, making these videos on YouTube purely for fun. It was just something to do. It was enjoyable. It was a lot of fun. I kind of made it my own show. From Mauricio in Brazil, who wants to hear Automatic Stop by the Strokes. Before that was Automatic Stop by the Strokes, a request from Mauricio in Brazil. This is a special broadcast of VORW Radio International. This Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2020, we are being broadcast across all of Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Africa on 6070 kilohertz shortwave with 300,000 watts of power. Reception reports and pieces of feedback are welcome at VORWINFO@gmail.com. We have an email coming in from Max. He said, just wanted to let you know I enjoy the radio show. I think you're doing an amazing job. We have a listener in Ohio, United States. Says thanks for the good show. Florian in Germany also listening in. Says tuned into the radio broadcast. Also want to say hello to Axel in Belgium. Says I'm tuning into your show from Belgium. Jonathan in Alaska is listening in as well. And we have an email coming in from Mikey in Abilene, Texas. Tuned in as well. So thank you to all the listeners out there for your reception reports. Great to hear from all you guys. And let's get into some more music. We've got Axel writing in. Would like to hear And I Love Her by the Beatles. That was Astronomy by Blue Oyster Cult, a request from Madison in Oklahoma. And before that was And I Love Her by the Beatles, going out to Axel. Yeah, one reason why I enjoy doing these special broadcasts, in addition to the regular shows that I do as well, number one, of course, to be brutally honest, they really are a lot of fun to do. It's so much fun to be able to be here at the microphone and broadcast with this high power and reach listeners all over the world, see the feedback that comes in, and it's just a lot of fun to do it, number one. Number two, though, one reason, at least for me, and I think this does hold true for a lot of listeners out there as well. I know that 2020 for so many of us has been a very turbulent year. So much has happened. Really, so much has happened this year that has been unexpected, largely in negative ways. And like we said, it's just been a very crazy, a very hectic, a very unsettled year. And I know with all that's going on still, it doesn't really seem to end. It doesn't seem like there's any metaphorical breaks on this. And despite all this craziness, despite such a hectic world we are in right now, one thing that always helps me a bit that, kind of lets me process everything and stops me from, pulling my hair out, is being able to stop for a few minutes even and listen to some music. One thing that really helps me kind of maintain my composure, maintain my peace of mind, is if I'm able to stop for a little bit, take a deep breath, and listen to some good music. And that's one reason why I enjoy in these broadcasts, not only sharing some discussion, and especially in the weekly broadcasts that I do, I'll discuss news and current events, but I will always balance it out with some music. I always like taking some listener requests. Usually I'll pick out some songs as well, but I always hope for it to be a little bit of a mix and have not only just discussion on really some serious, very serious, usually negative events, but I try to balance it out again with some good music that hopefully, people can relax to, that they can chill out to, and really just be able to take a break from all this craziness. And I hope that's what this broadcast is able to do right now, just be able to take a break from this crazy world, have a little bit of fun, listen to some tunes, and just have a good time overall. That's why I'm here today, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far. Any feedback and reception reports are welcome to VORWINFO@gmail.com. Once again, that's VORWINFO@gmail.com. I'll give out QSL cards if any listeners do request them. So again, reception reports are welcome at VORWINFO@gmail.com. We got a request coming in from Lily. She wants to hear Electric Love by Borns. There, by Radiohead, a request for Ethan in Wheeling, Illinois. Before that was Electric Love by Borns, a request for Lily. I want to give a shout-out to Camden in Phoenix, Arizona, reporting excellent reception on the radio. We also have Evan in Buffalo, New York, says, listening in. Says, I'm just coming at you, a huge fan, by the way, so thank you, Evan, over there in New York. We also have Millie tuned in, saying, I'm tuned in for the first time. Not sure I'm on the right channel, so could you give me a shout-out so I know? So there you have it. Shout-out to Millie, tuned into the broadcast. We also have Liz in Wisconsin, second-time listener, says, happy to be listening, wishing everyone well. We also have Mariah in Louisiana, says, the sound is a little staticky over here, but I'm enjoying the show. I've also got an email coming in from Anna, tuned in, says congratulations on hitting the 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Well, thank you for your congratulations. And we've got Matt in California's Monterey Bay area listening in. Let's get into some more music. Chris wants to hear this classic from the 1960s, Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival. This Must Be the Place by Talking Heads, a request for Angel in San Jose, California. Before that was Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival, a request for Chris. We're going out to you on 6070 kilohertz with 300 kilowatts of power. This is a special broadcast this Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2020. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you are. If you're tuned in all the way in Southeast Asia, if you're getting a signal over there, welcome. If you're tuned in South Africa and you're picking it up, good to have you tuned in. If you're listening in the United States, pleasure to have you here. And of course, if you are in Europe, I hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope reception is good for you. Well, we have been at it for a while, and unfortunately this special broadcast is only 1 hour in length. You may be wondering, if you enjoyed the show, will you be able to do another show like this? And the answer is yes and no. I would be more than happy to do another special high-power broadcast with the 300 kilowatts anytime. Anytime, any place, you name it, I will be more than happy to do it. The only thing is that the airtime is expensive. These transmitters are very, very powerful, but with that, in order to get such a good signal, such good coverage, it does come at a price, and the airtime is expensive. If you do want to hear another special broadcast, please consider donating via PayPal to VORWINFO@gmail.com. Again, via PayPal to VORWINFO@gmail.com, or via Patreon at patreon.com/TheReportOfTheWeek. If enough donations come through, I'll most happily buy another hour next month. We'll get another 300 kilowatt special going, and it would truly be a pleasure to be able to do that. But again, without your help, that won't happen. So if you'd like for that, I will be more than happy to do another special broadcast in September. In the meantime, any last-minute reception reports are welcome to VORWINFO@gmail.com. Once again, to VORWINFO@gmail.com. Hope you've been enjoying the music and some of the miscellaneous discussion. It's been a pleasure to be here this last hour for you. And with the time we've got left, let's go into a song, another song. This request comes in from Bethany in Georgia, and she wants to hear Heather by Conan Gray. Last minute reception reports are welcome at VORWINFO@gmail.com. And with that, please be safe out there, be healthy, and I wish you all the very best. And you never know, maybe if enough support comes in, we will be here again next month with a high-power signal and more good music and discussion. And until then, make sure you tune into our regular broadcasts that go out to North America and Europe. If you want a full broadcast schedule, you can reach me at VORWINFO@gmail.com. Until next time, be safe, be healthy, and do take care. I will leave you with Open Your Eyes by Snow Patrol. See you next time, everyone. This is VORW Radio International.
Praise the Lord. I'm Pastor Inman, and you're now listening to the Word of Deliverance.